Yo, what up? It's Chris from Blackland Ownership, and we're in the front yard. That's the garden behind us, and you see the garden is popping. We also have a bunch of goldenrod in there, but I'm building a frame, so we're gonna have some type of greenhouse hoop house. It'll be plastic at first. Now let me walk through. We keep the vegetation high around here, so you may wonder, like, why don't we cut the grass? Why do we let the grass grow like this, and why do we make it look so unkempt? And a part of it is life. As you walk around, you're going to hear a whole lot of insects and animals, and they live in all this grass and all these short shrubs and bushes. And when you cut the grass low, they don't have anywhere to live. When you run the lawnmower over them, it scares them away and probably hurts, kills, disturbs how they reproduce, breed, birth, feed, habitate. And so you can see that we have a lot of vegetation in the front yard. About 2 weeks ago, wow, that's a big vulture. I wonder if something died over there. A couple weeks ago, all this was wildflowers, like just bright. There was yellows and whites and purples. And right now we're getting closer to fall, so you can see, like, you've missed some of the blooms. But this whole area is full of wildflowers. The first year we came up, we cut the grass, we brush hogged, because it was like taller than this and was not wildflowers, it was just tall grass. And so the first year we cut everything down, and within a week or two, all the grass turned like brown. And instead of it being lush and green and full of life, it just looked like a badly kept yard for like an acre and this whole hillside. The next year we let it grow a little bit more, didn't do as much cutting of the grass, but also we're a bit more purposeful in how we manage the plants on property. And I spend a lot of time cutting back the thorn bushes, taking out some of the invasives that are in the area. And this year, being our fourth year, we've now had a little bit more experience where we pulled out some of the invasives, we've left others like the goldenrod. Technically, goldenrod's an invasive. Bamboo's an invasive, all types of stuff. The purple loosestrife invasive, but we like it up here. Then we got the bee balm. We're cultivating a garden over here. This is a patch of mint, whereas fresh mint, it was growing before we moved to the property, but it was maybe a sixth of the size. And so in the past 2 or 3 years, in cutting back all of the thorn bushes and other items around it, the mint has spread. Throughout the yard, there's just all these different flowering plants now that weren't there the first year. And now along this side, where we've cut back the thorn bushes, the blueberry bushes are starting to grow. And there were not blueberry bushes here before. So it's been nice, like letting nature do what it does. And the small birds love the bushes and the shrubs, the small mammals. Like, I know we think of forest with just big trees, and then we look at yards and grass. But in order to have an abundance of life and to have an environment and biodiversity, an environment that sustains and encourages, cultivates biodiversity, you want to have the grasses, you want to have the small bushes, the small plants, you want to have the shrubs, you want to have the thorn bushes and the other things that provide protection. And so we're going to go into an area that is very overgrown, but I am setting up a little kind of sanctuary space in it of sorts. But it's right here. You can see a platform we're working on, but it's through the cut. Like, it looks like you can't even get through that. And being out here, it's right here. You can see a platform we're working on, but it's through the cut. Like, it looks like you can't even get through that. And being out here, walking through the woods, like it's 20 or probably acres of woods, not trails and nice, easy ways to get through. So our little sanctuary area, you got to go through here. But these are all raspberry bushes, so they're not really thorny. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, we out here, part hash splash. Like, it's a serious situation. But once you get through, you can see what I've been building over here. A sumac tree fell, and so it took out all the other vegetation around it. I moved the branches and moved the trunk that was over here. And so now the trunk set up on this side, and you can see, like, all the branches, all the stuff that fell off the sumac tree, also back there. And so you can chill on this one, but now there's little benches right here. So you can sit, and while you're in the cut, you got this little retreat zone right here. So you can meditate, hang out. And I need to secure this other bench, which is why I came down here. You can see this one right here. And hopefully the screws that I have are big enough. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I don't know how to make this work so that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Maybe I can set it up. All right, we're back. All right, so maybe I'll just reverse the camera and then you can see what I'm doing here. All right, we're back. All right, so maybe I'll just reverse the camera and then you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So put that there. So I need to attach these pieces. And so let's see, hopefully I'm not gonna strip the screw. So let's see, hopefully I'm not gonna strip the screw. All right, can I do this so you can see me? Figuring out how to record while doing work is one of the most difficult things I do out here as opposed to the actual work itself. All right, this should kind of work. Okay, now I keep stripping my bit because my regular drill is no longer working. The bit got jammed in the regular drill, so I've been using this driver, but the driver causes me to strip these screws way faster, or strip the bit, not the screw. So hopefully this is big enough. Yep. And let's see. I usually like to drill first, but maybe we can do it. Nope. See what I'm saying? God damn it. I never have the right bit size for these stupid things, man. It's so annoying. Nope. And if I wasn't using a driver, it wouldn't push it so hard. Nope. Damn it, yo. I'm gonna have to get, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I never have the right bits for this stuff. And I'm gonna have to walk all the way back up the hill. But anyway, you all get an idea of what it looks like down here. We in the woods. It's a quick property walk. Sorry I couldn't get this bench done while you were watching, but we're gonna make it work in the future. All right, I'll holler.